Alright, so what's going on, guys? It's Zeus, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I got a pretty big video for you guys. So today, we are going to be ranking every single zombies map. I think there's Extinction on here too, but I don't know if I'm going to rank that or not. I did not play a lot of Extinction, but today we're going to be ranking every single zombies map of all time. Treyarch, Sledgehammer, and Infinity Ward games included. I do sound a bit sick right now. I do got a little bit of a sickness going on here. You might hear my AC in the background. It is hot in my room. I do not care. It is very hot, and I do not feel like cooking in the heat. But anyways, that's basically how we're going to do it. I guess here we got every single map ever on here. I can't read some of these, but I can tell by the pictures what they're going to be. So here we go. Let's get into it. Starting off with Alpha Omega from Black Ops 4. Very controversial map. I don't think it was that good personally. I feel like it really just didn't fit Black Ops 4 personally the way that was working. So I'll put it in C tier at best. The Easter egg was fun, it's pretty easy, but the map itself just really wasn't all that. Next up we got Ancient Evil in Black Ops 4. It's A or S. Honestly, I put it in A, one because it is Black Ops 4, and you guys already know as much as I do. Black Ops 4's system really wasn't that good. The perks just didn't work. It's the same thing with Alpha Omega. I feel like if Ancient Evil, along with other people, say that if Ancient Evil actually was on the BO3 engine, it'd be 100 times better, and I can personally agree with that. The thing about Ancient Evil, it was good Easter egg, good story and everything. The map itself is great. But it's just Black Ops 4's engine did not make Ancient Evil any better than it really was. So next up, we got Ascension in Black Ops 3. I guess that's the Chronicles version of Ascension. Again, B tier for Ascension for Black Ops 3. And I put the same thing with Black Ops 1 Ascension because they didn't really change a lot other than graphics. I mean, yeah, things were a bit better. I mean, it's easier in BO3 because you got gobblegums and everything. But it was the very first storyline Easter egg quest that we got, which is amazing. The monkeys really made the map kind of unfun because you have to, always protect your perks every monkey run and everything, and that's not the most fun thing in the world, but at the end of the day, Ascension is a very good map. Attack of the Radioactive Thing, Infinite Warfare. I only played this map a handful of times and put it in D tier. It's only D tier because it's just, you have to do math. I'm pretty sure one of the Easter egg steps, you have to do math, and I don't like doing math. So I don't like that. Okay, what the fuck is that? Is that Extinction? I'm not... Yeah, that's Ghosts. I'm not doing Extinction maps. Blood of the Dead. Huh. That's a very hard decision in my opinion. Blood of the Dead, it depends on what way you're looking at it. Blood of the Dead from a casual standpoint isn't terrible. Yeah, against BO4. But from a story perspective, an Easter egg perspective, D. Blood of the Dead's Easter egg is literally just terrible. It's mind-numbing. It's not fun at all. You have to shock a ghost bird 4 times to find a chronorium. You gotta do all this dumb stuff. And it takes so long to do this Easter egg for no reason at all. It's just really not that good. Now, from a story perspective, the story of Blood of the Dead is actually very good. And it'd probably put it up in S tier for me, but we're not going off story. We're going off gameplay and just how I feel about the map personally. This is my personal ranking. Blood of the Dead, no go. Buried. Ooh, I might get buried for saying this, but Buried is B tier map. It is better than Ascension though. But the thing about Buried is I don't really care that it's too easy per se. I mean, the Easter egg is okay, but it's the Victus crew, and the Victus crew really wasn't that interesting in my opinion. But Buried is a good map. Don't get me wrong. It's amazing. It's a on Mark II, the Paralyzer. The Witch's House gets a little bit annoying here and there, but it's really, I don't know. I don't think it's really that crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong, Buried is fun, like I said, it's a great map, but I think it's probably it's only like the second best in Black Ops 2. Bus Depot, D. Anything that has to do with trans shit is automatically D tier in my opinion. Bus Depot is probably the worst of the 2 the 3 survival maps, right? There was 3, I'm pretty sure. Out of the 3 survival maps, Bus Depot is probably the worst next to Farm. Call of the Dead, S tier map. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, you can't even hit round 100 on it. Call of the Dead. So what, dude? Call of the Dead is an amazing map. The Easter eggs are awesome. The characters are amazing, dude. You get to play as Danny Trejo. Come on, You literally get to play as Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger himself. Come on, dude. Call of the Dead is such a fun map to go back and play. I mean, yeah, it did introduce Deadshot, which made no sense, but you got the big one, George Romero, the guy who basically made zombies, like, not for, like, video game zombies, but zombies in general, is the main, like, baddie of the map. It's so fun. It literally is just so fun to go back and play. Carrier, Advanced Warfare, D tier. Most Advanced Warfare maps are bad. Carrier was just absolutely bad. There's not much I can say about it because it's just that bad. Classified in Black Ops 4. Put it as C tier. Put it above Alpha Omega though, because it's better than Alpha Omega. Classified was just 5 remastered and a 5 remake. And it did pretty good, but I still think 5 is a bit better than Classified. Classified was a fun launch map for BO4, but I think for BO4 to play Classified on launch, I think you had to buy the Black Ops Pass. Worst decision they ever made. They should have just stick to the Season Pass system at that point, because that was just absolutely abysmal of a fucking system for that game. I love BO4, but damn. Dead of the Night. I'm going to get really killed for this. B tier map. It's not above Ascension, though. Dead of the Night was a very good map, in my opinion, for Black Ops 4. The story was cool. The Easter egg was kind of whack. The Wonder Weapon was nice. I feel like Dead of the Night really just suffered because, one, it was a part of the Chaos storyline, and two, it really didn't have any like marketing building up to the map. They're kind of just like, hey, first DLC map, Black Ops 4, Dead of the Night, you know? And some of the things that make sense, like I don't like the the vampires and everything. They kind of don't make sense, but they're just it's a good map. Duran Fong. Here we go. Our first Vanguard Zombies map. Straight to the trash. I have no idea what they were thinking with Duran Fong and Vanguard Zombies in general. Now they're bringing back their first round-based map. Took all the way till June. The game came back out in November. All the way to June to give us a round-based Zombies map. And it's just going to be Shi No Numa. Vanguard's just a fail when it comes to zombies. Everything else is alright, you know. Vanguard's a pretty good game for, like, multiplayer and everything. But Duran Fong, it's not round-based. There's no Wonder Weapon in Duran Fong. I think the ray gun might be in it now. Yeah, I think they added the ray gun to it. They took them forever to add Pack-a-Punch camos. It just gets boring and repetitive. You're just doing the same objectives over and over again. The perk system's weird. The whole money system is very weird. It costs 7,500 Pack-a-Punch once, which makes no sense. It's not good. Der Eisendrache. Straight to the S tier. Black Ops 3 is the golden Call of Duty for zombies, in my opinion, next to Black Ops 2. I still think Black Ops 2 is a bit better, but Der Eisendrache is one of the best maps we've ever had. I know a lot of the argument is it's basically just Origins, but with bows, but I just think Origins is better, but Der Eisendrache, in some aspects, is very overrated, but it is probably most likely, it's not the best map in BO3 in my opinion. We'll get to that later, but Der Eisendrache is probably one of my most played maps next to Golrod in BO3. I love Der Eisendrache. The Easter egg's fun. The bows are cool. The story is amazing. I love it. It literally just helps Black Ops 3's storyline in so many aspects because it has that emotion of killing Dempsey and stuff like that. But Der Eisendrache is such a good map. It's fun to go back and play. I'll go back and do the Easter egg every once in a while. Just go back and chill on some DE. But that settles that. Shit, here we go. Now we gotta do the three Dries. I'll put the Giant in B tier because it's just a remaster, and it was just a launch thing for Black Ops 3. Original Dries Black Ops C tier, and then Dries World at War A tier. Dries is just that map. Pack-a-Punch was introduced, big thing. You know, you spending days, like, nights with the boys or whatever, like when I was younger, spending days just chilling on top of the catwalk for hours on end, just having fun. It's basic, but it's so much fun. Descent and Advanced Warfare. I'll give Descent a D, again, because it's better than Duran Fong. All these maps are better than Duran Fong. But the thing about Descent is, I'm pretty sure it was the last map of Advanced Warfare. Now, you had DJ Oz, as everyone would call him in the zombies community. And, the Oz boss fight was pretty good. The Wonder Weapons were very good. And again, it was just Advanced Warfare Zombies. Advanced Warfare Zombies really just didn't hit very well, in my opinion. But we got DS maps on here. What the fuck? D Machine and Cold War. Solid B tier map, honestly. I think it's better than the Giant, and it's better than Dead of the Night. But it's not better than Ascension and Buried. D Machine, everyone going in the Cold War, I'd say, was pretty optimistic about the new zombie system for Cold War that they introduced, that they tried carrying over to Vanguard, but just not working because it's Vanguard. But D Machine, fun Easter egg, fun way to kick off the Dark Aether storyline inside of Cold War. The Wonder Weapon was cool, like the 4 upgrades for it. It is knocked in the middle, but there's so much more to the map. R.I.P. my boy Orlov, he did the right thing. D Machine was just a really good starter map for Cold War and kind of got everything kicked off. I think Cold War Zombies is amazing, but it's too easy. But D Machine is a very, 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 very good launch map for Call of Duty Zombies. And it was better than the launch maps that we got with Black Ops 4 besides 9. Die Rise in Black Ops 2, straight to the trash. Still better than Duran Fong. Die Rise literally was such a fail. Like, who's who, dog shit. Falling off the map, terrible. Absolutely criminal of a fucking map. Johnny J25 swears this map is the best of all time, but there's something wrong with him for that. There's not much to say about Die Rise. Yeah, the Slickle Fire was cool until they patched it, but Die Rise is just a terrible, terrible map. Farm in Black Ops 2. Same fate as Bus Depot. Just terrible. It's so bare bones and it's not fun. No pack-a-punch or anything. Same with Buzz Depot. Firebase Z in Cold War. Put it as C. The thing about Firebase is the Easter egg for me. It's so terrible. I got the Mimic Step, which barely works half the time. Like, yeah, it's just hectic. It's a good map when you're trying to do Dark Aether. I spent a lot of time getting Dark Aether camo playing Firebase Z because the amount of elite zombies that spawn. That gets really annoying because once you get past like round 40 on Firebase Z, it's like every other zombie is a mimic. And I feel like that's just way too much. Like, it's too much to have all these mimics and manglers coming at you constantly. It just makes the map not very fun. 5 in Black Ops. 5 is such a good map, dude. It's hated so much because it's hard, but, the Pentagon Thief is cool. I like the whole facility underneath, like, everything. 5 is just one of those classic maps, and you get to play as John F. Kennedy, Fidel Castro, Nixon, and McNamara. Come on, that's such a good squad. Playing zombies as JFK will always just bring me back to my childhood and just feel amazing just to do it. Forsaken in Cold War. Put it in B. It was a good ending to Cold War, in my opinion. The Wonder Weapon was cool, the Crystal Axe. The thing I just don't like about the map is just the layout. It's literally just this weird 5 little areas put together or something like that, and it's just not... It just feels like a clusterfuck, in my opinion, and it's alright. I mean, the Easter egg is really easy. It's a really easy map to do, but the boss fight's pretty cool. You're fighting the Forsaken, but the thing about Forsaken is just, like I said, the layout. It really just makes the map unreplayable at times. Gorod Krovi, top tier map. What can I say about Gorod? This map is just so fun. It just brings back so many good memories. Yeah, you got things like the Easter egg with like the bomb set and everything, but besides that, the whole map, the whole Easter egg, everything you can do makes Gorod just probably the best map of all time, in my opinion. You got the Ray Gun Mark III. You got that Gauntlet of Siegfried with the little dragon on your arm. You got the Dragon Shield. You have the Dragon Strikes. You have all this crazy shit you can do, and it's such a good layout of a map too. Yeah, going for high rounds on the map really ain't that easy, but that Easter egg, when you do it, riding the dragons around the map to get the Pack-a-Punch, you just have all these things you can do in Gorod. It just makes the map 100 times better. You get all the helmets and stuff, too, which makes it even more fun. Gorod is, for sure, an S-tier map and the best map of all time. Groston House in World War II. C. It's just a little house. It's a little survival map. It's pretty good. Better than most of... It's pretty sad when that's better than over half of the World War II Zombies maps. Infection from Advanced Warfare. Straight to the garbage. I'd rather play Duran Fong over Infection. The thing about Infection is nobody even calls it Infection. They call it Burger Town. It was DLC 2 for Advanced Warfare Zombies. The thing about the map is it is small, it is hectic, in the Easter egg, if you do not do a certain step by a certain round, the map will literally lock itself down and you're not able to go anywhere. And the Easter egg is just making a fucking burger. It's terrible. Like 9 and Black Ops 4 S tier map again. 9 is probably the best launch map of Black Ops 4. Because in Black Ops 4 launch, you had the 3 base maps, which were Voyage, Blood, and 9, and Classified if you had the Black Ops Pass. 9 is the best out of the 3. The Easter egg is awesome, except you gotta find poop. I don't know what their obsession with poop is. You have to get poop in that map and poop in Dead of the Night. But the thing about 9 is you have the 4 god statues around the map. That's kind of the basis of everything. You have the Coliseum center, like the center of the arena, where you can do all the challenges. You got everything going down. And the layout of the map is really good. I love the whole underground area. I love the pack-a-punch system where you have to challenge the gods or whatever. And that is very fun in my opinion. The Death of Orion Wonder Weapon is all right. Could be a little bit better, kind of a stinker for a Wonder Weapon, but all around, 9 is amazing. And leading up to that boss fight, it's one of the best boss fights in Black Ops 4 Zombies, and probably one of the best boss fights of all time. Those giant elephants, dude, oh my god, it just makes it for such a fun experience. Kino der Toten, as Chaos is Silent says, Kino der Toten, best Zombies map of all time. I'd say the Black Ops 3 Kino, C tier, again, because it follows that, it's just easy. Because of Gobblegums, but Kino der Toten in Black Ops is definitely a B tier map. It's very overrated, blinded by nostalgia by a lot of people, putting that in like A tier. Don't get me wrong, Kino's fun. You know, the good old days of playing Kino with your buddies, just, you know, doing all those things, the thunder gun, the ray gun, you know, teleporting, the pack-a-punch and all that's good. But Kino is really just a nostalgia fest and is really overrated for a Zombies map. Mauer der Toten in Cold War, A tier map. Mauer der Toten really surprised me when it first came out because, you know, we had D Machine, which was really good. Then you had Firebase, which sucked. And then all of a sudden, Mauer der Toten came out. I think it's the biggest map in Cold War. Fun Easter egg, fun Wonder Weapon. The Wonder Weapon that literally talks to you is awesome. Klaus is such an awesome little AI thing to have going around with you. He's very cool, especially Spec. You can do challenges with him to customize him, give him like a punk rock, give him a mohawk, and stuff like that. The boss fight was challenging, but it was really fun and really rewarding to finally complete when you were fighting Valentina all around the map. Mauer der Toten is an easy A-tier map. My dog is barking right now. Worst time for him to bark. But anyways, Mob of the Dead. S. What can I say about Mob of the Dead? It was after Die Rise. Die Rise kind of put a bad taste of Black Ops 2 Zombies in my mouth for a while. Then Mob of the Dead release. I don't think there's been a map since Mob of the Dead, or even before Mob of the Dead, that story has just been the best. Mob of the Dead has the best story out of any Zombies map, in my personal opinion. You have the 4 mobsters on Alcatraz, stuck in an infinite cycle, just for the Easter egg to culminate. Yeah, the Easter egg's easy, but the Easter egg culminates with you killing Weasel. Or, I'm pretty sure if you kill Weasel, the cycle continues. If you don't kill Weasel, the cycle's finally broken. I love being able to build the plane to get the Golden Gate Bridge to Pack-a-Punch. That is awesome. The Hell's Retriever was introduced. The 4 characters just make, like, they're so interesting to listen to, like, especially when you're playing by yourself. When you go down, they say different things about themselves, and it just makes it so awesome. R.I.P. Ray Liotta, Billy Handsome, you made that map for me. Best character in my opinion next to Weasel and Sal. But Mob of the Dead, just, I can always go back and play that map and have a fun time every time doing it. Moon in Black Ops 3. So just Moon in general. I put Moon, BO3 Moon B tier, and I will put Moon in Black Ops 1 A tier. Actually, I'm going to swap that. Gobblegums really made Moon a different situation, because you have Immolation Liquidation Gobblegums that can literally get you the weapons that you need right away. And the Easter egg is fun. It's such a great ending. I hate doing Samantha Says over and over again, but that's alright. How many more maps do we got? We're almost done. But the thing about Moon's Easter egg is I just love the ending of launching the rockets at the Earth, even though that caused transit to happen. Something about Moon's Easter egg that's just so much fun. Now, waiting for Excavator Pi does get a little bit annoying, but it is a very, very good experience with the map. The Zap gun is cool. It's not like really say about it. The astronaut does get a little annoying, but he's pretty easy to kill. Nocturne Tone in Black Ops 3. C tier. Black Ops 1 Noct. I put Noct BO3 up. World at War Noct. B tier map. Now tell me. People remember this. Your first time completing a World at War campaign. You think it's done. Then you get a cutscene. This scared the shit out of me as a kid. You have a cutscene where a zombie is just running at you. You don't know what the hell you're getting into. Then you just spawn inside this little bunker with a pistol, 2 wall guns, and a bunch of windows. Voice crack, I know. No perks, no nothing. That shit was awesome. Staying up late at night trying to hit at least round 10. Round 10, round 20 back in the day was like amazing. That you could actually hit that. It just makes it so good. And Noct is just such a great thing to go back to. Such a nostalgia boost. Nuketown Zombies. The map's trash. You paid $5 for Nuketown Zombies. Perks come in at random. The map's really small. It's really condensed. It's just... I don't know what else to say about it. It's just shit. Origins Black Ops 2... S tier. Better than Horizon Drock. Black Ops 2 Origins is there, and I will put BO3 Origins in A. Just because there's something about playing original Origins where you don't have like the gobblegums and everything to make things easier to get. The satisfaction of playing Origins on Black Ops 2 and getting the staves, especially the first time. I remember the first time I ever got the ice staff, I was like shitting my pants. I was like, there's no way I actually did this. Origins really is one of the best maps of all time. Now, I'm going to put it above Call of the Dead, obviously. But Origins is... Without Origins, I don't know what would have happened. Origins really just ended Black Ops 2 on such a high note. I remember the hype around that DLC. I just remember watching the trailer for Origins when it first came out, and I was just mesmerized as a kid. I was like, oh my god. The stabs are awesome. The story is amazing. The robots are so freaking cool. Then you have the Easter egg, you know, where you're following Samantha's orders, and it's the Varuk. It's basic, not the Varuk. It's Reznov's steps from that one campaign mission, Vorkuta. And it's just, it all just ties together, and it's just really, really such an awesome experience. If you've never played Origins, go play Origins. And I recommend playing BO2 Origins first to get that original experience. Just Origins is just such an amazing map, and it just brings back so many good memories. Outbreak and Advanced Warfare. I think this was the first map in Advanced Warfare. I put it in C tier. It really made Advanced Warfare Zombies... It was the first map, obviously, but it kind of made it known being hated. I don't think Outbreak was terrible. It could be better. Just like Advanced Warfare Zombies could have been better. But I think it was a good introduction into Advanced Warfare Zombies, in my opinion. I think it's a pretty fun map to go back to and play every once in a while. The Easter eggs easy and fun. The only thing I hate about Advanced Warfare Zombies is the weapons just don't feel strong. And I don't like that 20-pack punch system. Outbreak and Cold War. B tier. Honestly. It's not above Noct. I'll keep it there. Anyway, Outbreak. I did not play a lot of Outbreak personally. I didn't really enjoy it. I think it got boring after about an hour and a half maybe of playing it. It just got really boring. I know they had the Easter eggs. Now you get the super Easter egg and you don't do it. But Outbreak was really good. I think half the community was playing Outbreak while the others were playing the regular Zombies maps and Cold War, just trying to figure things out. Outbreak is good for what it is. I think it's definitely better than what Vanguard Zombies is trying to be. Because there's more you can do. You travel to different maps and complete objectives, and you go back to another map and do them again, and do other ones as you're just keep traversing all these different places. And I think that's really good for a Zombies game when it comes to that. They did that very well. Rave in the Redwoods Infinite Warfare. I'll put it at a B. Rave in the Redwoods was the first DLC map of Infinite Warfare. And I think it was good. I like the vibe of the map. You know, you're out in the middle of at a camp, like a summer camp, you know, and there's other things going down here, like the LSD things you can pop and stuff. Make things go crazy. One of the Easter egg steps, remember, you just gotta throw hot dogs into, like, these, like, these deer heads, and that just made no sense, but Raven Redwoods, pretty good map. Revelations, A tier map. Revelations, I felt a little bit. Oh my god. I felt a little bit disappointed when Revelations first came out because I was like, okay, this is what we waited all this time for. But it's definitely grown on me since launch. The Easter egg kind of is weird. But in all honesty, Revelations is a very good map. I love the way it kind of tied up everything in BO3, hoping we were going to get all of that in BO4, but it never happened. But the thing about Revelations is, it's just really easy, again, when it comes to doing, like, high rounds, because you got the Thunder Gun, and you can upgrade the Apothec Servant, which really helps in that map, especially in the boss fight and everything. But it was a very, very, very good map. Shadows of Evil, S-tier map, putting it above Der Eisendrock, and above Call of the Dead, obviously. But Shadows of Evil... Wow. I remember a lot of people actually were very concerned when Shadows of Evil got announced for Black Ops 3. Everyone was like, okay, what the hell are we doing now? Finally a new story. But no, that literally set up BO3's story, and it really helped. I remember my first time playing Shadows of Evil, I was like, what the hell am I playing? It was confusing at first, but over time it's really grown to be one of my favorite maps of all time. The whole Easter egg is fun. You got to do all the rituals around the map to get Pack-a-Punch. You got the Apothec Servant. You got all these different things you can do on the map, and the characters are really good, except the magic guy, Nero. I think he's played by whatever that guy's name. Jeff Goldblum. His character's really annoying, but you got my boy Jackie Vincent, and stuff like that, which really helps. And the Margwas were really interesting to fight at first, but Shadows of Evil is just such an amazing map, and it really innovated, and it really turned things around, I think, for Black Ops Zombies in general. Shangri-La Black Ops 3 C tier, and Shangri-La will join it. Actually, I put Shang in B tier. Now, a lot of people hated Shang when it first came out because it was hard. It was not easy at all. And the thing about Shang is it has one of the best wonder weapons of all time. The baby gun, or the FGB 3000 something, JBZ, do whatever. I don't remember the name of it. But Shangri-La is definitely grown on me because it's such an amazing looking map. Like, it aesthetically looks beautiful. And Shang, over time, like I said, it's just got more fun to play. The Easter egg's fun where you're following Brock and Gary to kind of help them escape and everything. That was really cool. I will say it does get a bit annoying with the napalm zombies and the shriekers, but what are you going to do? Shaolin Shuffle and Infinite Warfare. That map was terrible. Shaolin Shuffle I maybe played 5 times, and I'll never play it again. I really don't have much to say about it because I literally have barely played Shaolin Shuffle. I remember one time we did the Easter egg, but I was just sitting there getting carried through it because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But Shaolin it's terrible. Shinonuma and Black Ops 3, C. Shinonuma and Black Ops, C. Shinonuma and World at War, B tier map. Shinonuma is just a fun map. That's all I can really say. It's a fun classic map to go play. Let's not forget that guy that got over 1,000, around 1,000 on this thing, or like over like 10,000, something like that, on Shinonuma and World at War. Because all you needed was the fucking Wunderwaffe and the trench gun, and literally zombies would just start being like, they're only spawning like 20, 30 zombies every round. So it's like after like a certain round, so it's just really easy. It's fun to go to. Tog or Toten in BO4. Tog is a B tier map. Not only because it's Call of the Dead, remastered technically, but it did culminate the Black Ops 4 Aether storyline, which made no sense. I really wish we would have got the Great War, but whatever, I'll take it. Tog is just Call of the Dead, but better, in my opinion. But it's never going to beat Call of the Dead itself. You don't got George Romero running around. You got more access to the rest of the map and everything, which is cool and interesting. But I think it could have been a little bit better with the story and everything. But the Easter egg was fun. Terra Maledicta. Hell yeah. They really thought adding a new map for Vanguard was going to save it after the abysmal launch with Duran Thong. No. That's not working for me. Terra Maledicta did a couple things. It added a little quest, a little Easter egg quest, some would call it. I don't really call it that. But you get the shield. That's really all it is getting the shield. More objectives, I guess. It looked a little bit better than Duran Fong. Duran Fong just had that really like dark and gloomy look. Terra Maledicta was out in like a desert or something. It looked a little bit better. But again, it's still Vanguard zombies, and they just really need to hold. I hope that this round base does something. Beast from Beyond, Infinite Warfare. They brought back the guys from Extinction. What can I say? The Darkest Shore in World War II, D tier. The thing about the Darkest Shore is it is dark. I'll tell you that. The fog is terrible. You can barely see things. All of a sudden, there's zombies right up your face. The little buzzsaw wonder weapon was cool. The Easter egg was really annoying and really felt like a chore to do, and the map just felt like a chore to play. It just really wasn't. World War II Zombies was just a fail. What do we got next? The Final Reich. Final Reich is a B tier map. The launch map of World War II Zombies was very, very, very good, in my opinion. I absolutely loved Final Reich when World War II first came out. The Easter egg is fun. The Tesla gun is awesome. You know, you can do the notebook or you can do the main quest. That dictates actually I think it dictates the difficulty of the boss fight when you get to that finally. And the Final Reich just really did a lot of things right for World War II Zombies. It was just a shame that the rest of the maps that came out after it kind of just killed it. Look at all these DS maps though. Temple, Overlook, House, Facility, the Frozen Dawn. I'm just going to put these here. Yeah, let's just put them. I did the Easter eggs for them, then I went back to Fortnite. Anyway. Town in Black Ops 2, the best survival map in Black Ops 2 is going to be B tier. It's just simple, you know. You got your Pack-a-Punch, you got your perks. You got your 2 mystery box locations, and there you go. It's fun. It's definitely one of those ones to sit down and play with a group of buddies or whatever, and y'all just camp in an area or something like by double tap. And, you know, Town is just one of those survival maps where it has everything. It's not as bare bones as, say, Bus Depot. Actually, I think Bus Depot is the most bare bones one because it doesn't even have perks. But then at least Farm has perks, but they don't have Pack-a-Punch. It makes the high rounds hard. But Town is probably the best out of the survival maps in that game. Transit, D tier. I'll put you above Duran Fong, I guess, but man, what can I say about Transit? When Transit first came out with Black Ops 2, I was so mad. That map is so bad. It's so broken. It was definitely not meant for that game. They should not have released it on that game. I feel like if it went on BO3, it would have been better because it can actually do what they wanted with it. Seeing the original mock arts and stuff for Transit looks so much better than what we got because the Xbox 360s, PS3s, and PCs at the time, I'm pretty sure, could not handle Transit for what it was trying to be, and it just made it an all-around terrible experience. Verrucht in Black Ops 3, C tier. Black Ops 1 Verrucht here. I'll do the same thing, except I'll put it here for World at War. I wasn't the biggest fan of Verrucht. Honestly, I definitely enjoyed playing either Shino or Derice when it came to World at War Zombies. Don't get me wrong, Verrucht is such a good map at the same time at the end of the day. It's an insane asylum. It introduced perks for the first time, which was really cool and really neat and really interesting to have. That's what I can say about Verrucht, man. It's just nostalgia. Voyage of Despair, Black Ops 4. Put you at a high D, just make you feel better. Voyage was the worst launch map out of all the ones in Black Ops 4. I like Blood of the Dead more than I like Voyage. The thing about Voyage is it's set on the Titanic, so you think, okay, the Titanic, you're going to have a lot of Easter egg stuff that deals with the Titanic. No, you don't. It really doesn't. You're shooting planets. Planets. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Voyage, the Chaos Crew really wasn't that good, and Voyage really just made no sense. The map was confusing. It was just, no, it's just not good. 2 more. Zetsubo no Shima, Black Ops 3. Very high B. Zetsubo has grown on me. I remember when Zets first dropped for BO3, I hated it. Because it was just like, okay, another facility map where, you know, it's just, and you got the challenges and stuff that makes sense. But over time, it's such an easy Easter egg now that you really think about it. You just need 3 cogs for your thing. But over time, Zetsubo has really grown on me as a map, to be completely honest, because it's fun, the story's great, the boss fight's nice and easy, the wonder weapon's really cool, the KT4. Zetsubo really now is a hidden gem in the Zombies universe, and I go back and actually play that more than I think Horizon Drock now. And I thoroughly enjoyed going back and playing a nice game in Zetsubo no Shima. Here we go, the final map, besides like all these Extinction and DS ones, Zombies in Spaceland. You already know. You already know. S tier map. When people saw that Infinite Warfare was gonna have zombies, Infinite Warfare already had a bad name coming towards it for being Infinite Warfare, but Zombies in Spaceland literally is one of the best zombies map of all time because it's fun. It's a big ass amusement park. You got all those different water weapons you can get. The boss fight's cool with the big old alien. You got David Hasselhoff playing music. You know, you have literally get introduced to everybody and everything. I think Zombies in Spaceland is honestly, along with people, is one of the best maps of all time because it is fun and it is replayable. And that's one of my biggest things in zombies maps is it replayable and can I enjoy it again if I play it again? And I can with Zombies in Spaceland. So that does it, you guys. Here's my list right here. Let me guys know down in the comments what other kind of videos you guys are want to see. Let me know what your top 5 favorite zombies maps of all time are, or what your favorite zombies map of all time is. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Twitter, Twitch will be down in the description. Use code ZeusM for 10% off all Rogue Energy products, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Have a good day, everybody.